So you're wondering how to be an Instagram model. Same. Today's world very much surrounds how you look on the internet and how your Insta feed is looking. If it's poppin', if it's not poppin'. Instagram is part of my job, so I've had to figure out how to look not awkward and pretend that you know what you're doing. So today I'm gonna give you guys my little tips and tricks, how to pose, how to not look awkward on the gram. I'm very active on my Instagram. I love my Instagram. I check it way too often. Even when it's like not working, I still check every 10 seconds and it's still not working and I forget that it stops working and I keep refreshing. Please let me know if you do that too because I'm embarrassed. So I'm gonna show you guys 10 different ways and 10 different things to do in your photos when you're taking pictures to not look awkward. I also shoot everything on my iPhone, so let me know if you would like to see a video down below on how I do that. If you're new to my channel, obviously subscribe because this is a fun time over here. We have fun, we share fun things, and yeah, just do it. And give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. But let's get into the very first way to pose or do things with yourself to not look weird. We're gonna start off with a very, very basic one that I use every single day, no matter who I'm taking a photo with, if it's by myself, if it's with people. I will do this even if it's not like for a photo shoot. It's just way more natural looking than standing just like straight with your arms down and your legs down or just like a straight awkward person. You're not trying to look like the person that is uncomfortable and not try to be there, you know? So the most basic way to not look awkward or look less awkward is to throw one leg in front of the other one. It doesn't have to be drastic, don't do like a lunge. Just by throwing your leg in front of the other one, you're gonna elongate your body, look a little bit slimmer, it's very flattering. And also if you get the person who's taking the photo to come from a little bit of a lower angle, that's gonna make you look taller, and that goes for any pose, but in this situation, it just really elongates you. I am only 5 feet, so whenever I get comments on my photos being like, oh my god, you look so tall, it's like all about the angle and the way that you're making your body look. Another amazing way to look more casual and candid in the photo is if you kind of get some movement in the shot. Whether that's a walking shot, so sometimes I will walk and I'll have a friend follow me and they'll just keep taking photos, so you have a lot of different options of movement, and that way it also looks more natural in the moment and again candid, which is what people actually enjoy on Instagram. For a long time I did very professional looking photos and very posed and stuff like that, and ever since I've been taking photos on my iPhone and in more natural scenarios, I feel like the photos are performing better, and I also like them better because I just feel like they're more natural, and those are the photos I like looking at on Instagram, so I feel like that just makes sense. So you can use your legs as like a walk shot, or you can use your arms and kind of just like do things obviously naturally, not like this. Or if you want to do this, you know, do whatever you feel comfortable doing. But movement in a shot is amazing. You can use different props for this as well. Use whatever you can to show movement and life in the photo. A really good go-to if you feel awkward with your legs and your arms and you don't really know what to do with yourself, the sitting shot. All you have to do is find somewhere to sit, whether it's the ground or it's on some stairs. There's so much versatility you can do on the ground, and the photographer can get different angles of you. You can get like the head-on shot, or you can go from a little bit above. It's just gonna add some difference to your feed instead of just a bunch of standing shots. I think it looks really good to throw a sitting shot in there, and also I feel like it's just easier to pose when you're on the ground because there's just like little things that you can do and you just tend to look more natural. At least for me, I find that I feel more natural when I'm taking photos on the ground, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I really like the way that these usually turn out. The next pose is just basically doing anything with your arms. So there's a lot of different ways you can use your arms to create a cool look. Again, you can add movement by just like swaying them around, but just try to focus on using your arms to benefit the way the photo looks instead of just having them by your side, because that is awkward. So I tend to try and use my arms in any way that I can, whether it's like crossing them or doing one arm on top of the other arm, and then from there using my hand to do other things. Like there's just so much you can do with your arms to make your photo look cool. As I mentioned, props are amazing. They will always, always, always make your photo look so cool. And there are so many different kinds of props you can use. There's food props. So like, let's say you want like a cute summary photo, just go and get some ice cream somewhere, like a cone, and then automatically you have something to do with your hands, because I feel like that's what can really make a photo look awkward, is if your hands are just like uncomfortable. Sunglasses are a great prop. Hats are also a great prop because it gives you something to do with, again, your hands. A bag is a really good one. Most people carry bags with them, so you can always use that as something to play with. Just find some kind of prop in your daily life that you can use for a photo, and it's going to drastically improve your photos. Since summer is somewhat coming up, it's like the end of March now, so spring summer is coming up. A really fun pose is like, I tend to call it like the sun blocker. Like you kind of just go like this, like you're just it seems so stupid, but the shot can look really cool if you have direct sunlight coming onto your face and then you have like a little bit of a shadow. But in the sun, it looks really, really cool. Also with this, you can kind of adjust where you want the shadow on your face, which looks really, really cool. So I definitely recommend trying that one this summer and spring season. Another great one is if you find a cool wall or something, just lean against it. You can lean against a wall and then throw, you know, one foot up on the wall or something like that. Just leaning against something gives you something to do with your body where it's not just like standing awkwardly, because as we all know, that's really not the goal here. The goal is not to look awkward. So leaning against something is fun, and also you can get a lot of different angles and perspectives this way. So if you're leaning against a wall, the photographer can be directly in front of you and get a shot from that perspective, or also from a little bit of an angle where you can see your leg propped up on the wall. And then lastly, you can get a shot from like right next to you where you're still leaning against the wall and they're to your side, so they get the wall and you in the shot. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that exactly right, but you can see it happening right here. A pose that I really, really like doing is the over the shoulder look. So you have your back mostly towards the camera and then you just like look back at it and just do your cute little faces. I think you'll know what feels comfortable for you and like what you are looking for in your shot, but it also really creates a nice defined jaw when you look back like that. It stretches your face in a way, or not stretches it. You know what I'm saying. I love that look. I'm super into it. I do it all the time and I always love the way it turns out. The second to last pose that I'm sharing with you guys, you have seen all over Instagram, and this is a pose that I don't really do because I am just not this human, but it's the Insta baddie look. It's very easy, I think, but it just like, you just gotta squat down there and get in it. So basically you just kind of squat down with your legs and you just, this is the look. And then you look like an Insta baddie. I don't really know who and how this look was created, but people are doing it with the tracksuits and everything like that, and they look awesome. It's just really not my look, but if it's your look, please have so much fun. And the very last pose that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I tend to use on my Instagram is just kind of have your hands on your face in any way. Practice makes perfect with all of these poses, but this one can look very awkward if you do it wrong. But I also think you'll know if it looks awkward. Like you can kind of feel what feels natural and what feels okay and what doesn't. If you rest your hand lightly all over your face in different ways, it can look really, really natural, or just have it kind of like slightly against your face but not quite on your face. There are so many different ways you can use your hands to make a photo look really cute, but I definitely recommend practicing this one in the mirror because it can definitely be a little bit weird. It took me a long time to feel comfortable with this one because sometimes it can just like look really awkward. So I feel like if you look in the mirror and you practice and you see what looks good for you, you can know exactly what to do when the camera comes out. And those were my little tips and tricks and ways to be an Insta model, or whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't really consider myself an Instagram model. I just like to post cute photos on the gram. But I guess everyone is technically an Instagram model. Like if you're posting cute photos yourself, you are an Instagram model. Actually, let me know in the comments if you think that everyone is technically an Instagram model, because I think everyone is. Like, why wouldn't you be? Why would some people be an Insta model and you're not if everyone's posting on Instagram? I hope you guys found these little tips and poses helpful for your Instagram journey. If you do any of these poses and you post them on Instagram and you like the shot, please tag me in it. I would love to see it and like it and comment whatever. Just try to see all your fire pics. So, but yeah, that's today's video. Make sure to check out all of my socials linked down below: Twitter, Instagram, my vlog channel. I post daily vlogs on there. And yeah, I post every Tuesday on this channel, so I'll see you guys next Tuesday for another Tara Tuesday. That's what we call it. It's cute. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!